Long before Brazil became a nation with borders, flags, or names, it was a vast world of forests, rivers, and ancient peoples. Over 12,000 years ago, indigenous groups roamed this land, each with its own language, beliefs, and way of life. They lived with the environment, not against it. For them, the Amazon wasn't a place to conquer, it was a living partner.
By the time Europeans arrived, Brazil wasn't an empty wilderness, far from it. It was home to over 1,000 diverse nations, like the Tupi, Guarani, and Yanomami. They built complex cultures, traded across vast distances, and developed agriculture long before foreign sails appeared on the horizon.
On April 22, 1500, Portuguese ships led by Pedro Álvares Cabral reached Brazil. The land amazed them: dense forests, strange animals, and vibrant cultures. But admiration quickly turned into ambition. Brazil wood, with its bright red dye, became the first great commodity, so valuable that it gave the region its name. As Portugal claimed the land, colonization moved fast. European diseases devastated indigenous populations. Colonists forced many into labor to extract resources. The Portuguese crown, realizing Brazil's potential, divided the land into huge hereditary estates, the captaincies, hoping to control this vast frontier. In the 16th century, sugar plantations exploded along the coast. Sugar was the oil of its time. Europe couldn't get enough. But sugar's success came at a terrible cost: the rise of the transatlantic slave trade. Millions of Africans were kidnapped, transported, and forced to labor in brutal conditions.
Yet even in the darkest times, hope took root. Enslaved Africans formed quilombos, communities of resistance hidden deep in forests and mountains. The greatest of all was Palmares, led by heroes like Zumbi, a symbol of defiance and freedom that still inspires Brazil today.
In the late 1600s, explorers struck gold in Minas Gerais. A massive gold rush transformed Brazil. New towns bloomed overnight, fortunes rose and fell, and Baroque churches glimmered with gold leaf. For a moment, Brazil became one of the richest corners of the Portuguese world. With wealth came a desire for autonomy. Taxes were crushing, and the crown took a huge share of the gold. Revolts erupted, most famously the Inconfidencia Mineira, led by Tiradentes, a man now honored as a martyr for independence. In 1808, Napoleon invaded Portugal. With Europe burning, the Portuguese royal family made a desperate move. They fled to Brazil. Rio de Janeiro became the seat of the Portuguese Empire, the only time a European empire was ruled from the Americas. Tensions grew when the king returned to Portugal, leaving his son, Dom Pedro, behind. Portugal ordered him to come home, but he refused. On September 7, 1822, he declared independence or death. Brazil became an independent empire with almost no bloodshed. Under Dom Pedro II, Brazil modernized. Railways, universities, and telegraphs emerged. Immigration soared, cities grew. But beneath the progress, the system of slavery still endured, a contradiction impossible to ignore. By the 1880s, enslaved people led powerful resistance movements. International pressure mounted. On May 13, 1888, Princess Isabel signed the Golden Law, abolishing slavery. Brazil was the last country in the Western world to do so. 1 year after abolition, the monarchy collapsed. Military leaders, frustrated with imperial politics, proclaimed Brazil a republic. It was a quiet coup. No battles, no executions, just a shift in power that reshaped the nation. From 1889 to 1930, Brazil was dominated by powerful regional elites, especially coffee barons of São Paulo and cattle ranchers of Minas Gerais. This era, called café con leche politics, saw economic growth, but also corruption, inequality, and political exclusion. In 1930, a revolution brought Getúlio Vargas to power. He industrialized Brazil, created labor rights, and reshaped society. But his rule was complex, part modernizer, part dictator, loved by many, feared by others. From 1964 to 1985, Brazil fell under military rule. Civil liberties vanished, censorship tightened, dissidents disappeared. Yet the regime also pushed rapid industrial growth at a heavy human cost. In the 1980s, massive protests like the Diretas Já movement demanded democratic elections. By 1985, Brazil finally restored civilian rule. A new constitution in 1988 laid the foundation for modern democratic Brazil. Today, Brazil is a mosaic of cultures, indigenous traditions, African heritage, European influences, and modern global trends. It's the land of the Amazon, samba, carnival, football legends, and powerful dreams. Brazil's history is not just a story of struggle, it's a story of resilience, creativity, and a people who reinvent themselves again and again. Thank you for watching my video. Please click subscribe to get more new videos. Goodbye.